for tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you more my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me with the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though. But I ain't here to fight fair. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't even. They submit while you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks, and my mouth's watering like I stay teething.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Jackson looking to throw right away. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, report.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Ravens at 6 and 10 on the year. And they come in just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently ask for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Prescott on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Throwing is Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up the first down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
On third down, Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at...
It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's got a man, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far, and that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down, Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Jacobs will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They get this out left. Touchdown, Raiders! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
No, we changed it.
To throw is Jackson. And a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before.
and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
A second down throw for Prescott. It got his man complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Open man is Tucker. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Prescott yet again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year. And the Raiders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
The kicker on for the
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a 1st down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, That one going to fall incomplete. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Raiders 21, Ravens nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
27, 26.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott off play action. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Las Vegas first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And some space here. There he goes again. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Dak Prescott, 58 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Raiders 28, Ravens nothing.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
It's 4th down.
4th down, here's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Dobbins running out of the gun. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Raiders' 39-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Down right around the 25. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Dobbins trying the left side. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awful awfully happy with their execution overall.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
51 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Prescott looks to throw on first. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Now Jackson. And the Raiders have got him. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
And it's fielded at the 34. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. The drive will start with an option going left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So for the Raiders.
Yeah, all right, I got him. Instead, look, yeah. Full court press, so full blitz, we going all out. It don't matter any time of day, I came to ball out. We TCG, never ducking smoker, any call out. Better be ready to go to war until we fall out. 0 to 60 like Ludacris, we came to roll out. You know I gotta get my check, so please don't make me hold out. Bust down Cuban a summer day, I make it cold out. They was hot then, now they cold now. Left wrist dripping, I got it froze now. Went from rags to riches, take the clothes now. My name heavy all across the globe now. We ain't playing HBCU, I strike up the band. Stomping on them like a cute dog or alpha man. In Miami, hard rock jumping like a rock band. You know me, I love my green and cheese like a Packers fan. I'm a player, gotta keep it player, how the game go. With the steppers, I ain't gotta tell them, they just train to go. Calling plays and I'm calling shots like the head coach. First class, so we take the private, we don't do coach. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now.
Dirty,
Yeah, you know we global with it. Black fit, limo tint, you don't know who in it. Whole team having motion, world know who winning. I'm known for handling business, the other dudes known for dissing. Big motion, boy, big vibing, boy. Tell her pipe that loud talk down, cause they ain't making noise. Yeah, homie, we them boys, who they be preaching about. If you see LT around, Reballo's bound to make a crowd. Let it try.
Many, mo, I knock them down 3 in a row. From the street straight to the field, from the field right to the show. All my dogs are trained to go. Make sure my people don't work no more. Been let down so many times and stabbed in my back, I swear it don't hurt no more. Got dirt all on my hands, but I still watching and count this money. I had to stop rocking so many chains, I was trying to work out and it hurt my stomach. I get them rap, that boy mommy. Black on black, this Maybach done. When times was dark, we stood on the block around the clock. Now my life, son, I had to make it out. Rest in peace to Dolph, I took that paper out. Wanted some more laying out on the dough and bought my neighbor's house. I done done so many favors for some people, feel like I'm favored out. No eating in, we taking out. Same people who was cheering, they hating now, but so what? Dan Marino seats inside this Rolls truck, they dolphin blue. Big homie, y'all little boys better remember who y'all talking to. It's gonna cost you like a 50 for me and the gang, and we just walking through. We counting money often too.
Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I still got her. I still got her. Back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got her. And yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me. And they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of flexing mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I still got her. I still got her. Hey, you must be new in here. You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I got a half a mind to hit you with a stitch you, get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my modest attire. And good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in the pulpit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my